Hello, everyone. My name is Stanley St. Rose, and today we're going to be talking about A Most Beautiful Thing, written by Arshay Cooper. Now, this is a memoir, and it's a very interesting memoir about an all black high school rowing team. So, this is like a high school in Chicago. It's Manly Career Academy. And within this work within this memoir, Cooper is telling his story of, how he got involved into this rowing team. This work is, different people that come into these young teenagers' lives that influence their lives in the rowing team. The bonds that are made within this work are very interesting between the men who are, or the teenagers who are on the team, and how they cope with each other, how they learn how to row. At first they were all horrible. They were horrible rowers. They had different meets where they would go different places. They would leave Chicago, go to like places like Philadelphia, and have competitions. And most of the time, or at least at the beginning, they would pretty much lose. But as they practiced, they practiced during the summer. They got better as a team. Um, Cooper, Preston, Malcolm, Alvin. That was the first group. They got close, and they were going places. But this book does have a lot of real aspects to it. I mean, it is a memoir. It is a true story. Preston gets involved in selling drugs. Malcolm's father forces him to leave the team, and Alvin gets an injury from hernia, and Cooper has to rebuild back the team with new members. So we do see within this memoir these different things that these teenagers have to go through, that bring them into life, into reality. I mean, life starts as soon as you're born. I mean, these are teenagers. They are in high school, but life gets real very quick. And although the rowing team, the all black rowing team, and they're learning things about. I mean, they can't swim, which is a very interesting thing. They had pretty much all the people on the team had a fear of water, or they couldn't swim. And um, that's a challenge that they had to face, which, I mean, it is a common stereotype, that a lot of people know, that it's a joke that black people can't swim. So that was kind of a funny thing to find in a memoir. Uh but uh but but yeah, that that is a part of it. So we do see life hit these kids very quickly. Economic problems with Preston. I mean, he has to go into, selling drugs. We know how that goes within the black community, and pretty much everything that they had to deal with their parents, with the team learning how to row. One thing that was really interesting within this work is just how a brotherhood gets formed, how the team or rowing help these men get to know each other and form some bonds. Because especially in high school, I think every child, every teenager should join some type of a club or a team, because it helps you to develop your social skills. It helps you develop a sense of responsibility. Because when you're in a team, when you're in a group, you're given a specific task to complete. You have responsibilities. And being within a team for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and having responsibilities that the team expects you to get done, it helps you become a better adult. Because you can go to class and do well in the classroom and do well in exams, but that's all on you. That's just your grades. It's your education that affects your life. But being on a team in high school or any other educational institution, it teaches you to be responsible for the group, not just for yourself. So teams are very important. This rowing team helped, these young men understand the importance of working together, working within a group, within a community. But also, you also learn how they had to navigate their lives, and how to you know again, the world is real. So Cooper is this individual that we focus on. He becomes the captain at one point. He's rebuilding the team at one point. He's learning life lessons. And by the end of the memoir, he's telling us, how everybody is doing, what their lives, the direction that their lives went in, and where they are now, which is, very interesting. Again, Chicago. There's a lot of things that you can say about Chicago, but this is an inspiring story of, something that's built within a community where, they were getting better, they were getting good, they were making a name for themselves. So it's a very interesting memoir of America's, or the first black rowing team in America. Very interesting. In terms of deeper meaning and analysis, I mean, what you get from this work is you get a side of Chicago that shows you how, um, this specific group, Cooper, the people in his community, how they were putting something together. There's many inspiring individuals that influenced these kids' lives, from people who were involved in the Olympics, to their coaches. It's the relationship between the people on the team, the teenagers on the team, the coaches, to see how they interact with each other, to see how their choices affect each other, to see how, you know, in of a way, the coaches, they meant a lot to the kids, because, you have an adult that is somewhat investing into your well-being. So for Cooper, that type of connectivity with other people did help him develop within this work. So it's a very interesting memoir. It does, again, it's a true memoir. It gives you what people are going through, especially teenagers, how, the world becomes real to them. Because by the time you're 18, you get to understand the lot that you have in life and what you're going to have to do to overcome it. And if you live in a community where there's many challenges, you have to work twice as hard or three times as hard to make something of yourself, or to win, or to get better, to improve. So it is inspiring to see, the parts of this work, this memoir, that's focusing more on, hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Because although this team, they were horrible at first, they got better over time. And it's that gradual building and getting better that is something to read about, and it teaches you a lot about, well, life in general, because, the more you persevere, the more you work hard, um, you will reach your goals. So that's something to keep. But that's all I had to say about this work. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and or comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.